Joe, welcome back to a new video called Pandorum, Brotherhood EP. So Code is finally back with his second EP release on Disciple Roundtable, 4 tracks on display, and a 15-minute runtime. So the first 3 songs I heard prior to the EP release off of the Leviathan Chapter 2 mix, which I also have a review of if y'all want to go check that out. Just little snippets for every song, but revealing more or less a whole drop for each of them. But yeah, anyway, there's a focused, gruesome feel to this EP, especially comparing it to Penumbra, which was the last release he had on Disciple Roundtable. It's more slow-paced and ponderous than that EP was. I feel like Penumbra for sure was heavy, but it definitely had a lighter mood to it overall. Mainly talking about Ashes and Stigmata here, and the intro and break work is probably one of the main factors for the song sounding so much more up-tempo, I guess. Also, the slower tempos of these songs in comparison to the material on Penumbra adds to the more drawn out notion that I'm getting. Take track 1, Brotherhood, dark but bold intro on display. The drops consist of soulless, grimy basses, wailing, moaning notes, and sharp machine guns. Yeah, not much to talk about here, really grim, sinister dubstep, and like I said at the beginning of the video, the tempo really suits the impact of these drops on display. Track 2, Existence. This trance part here is clean as fuck, coming right after a beautiful, haunting intro piece. This drop, as I said in the Leviathan Chapter 2 review, this 2-note delivery is haunting and leaves you with this uneasy feeling as if there's something else about to just smack you in the face. Also love how the reverb fades in after those second notes. Oh, and those perks in the back are unbelievable. The second part of this drop is very, very minimal. Screechy bass kind of resounding there. Also some Code choir coming in later. This part is so devoid of life and happiness, and it's pretty light on the ear. I had to listen to this a couple times over just to get the gist, really. The only thing that really has a hint of liveliness to it at all is the Reese sound warbling back up at certain points. This even a drop? I don't know. I mean, if anything, it's minimal hybrid trap, I'm guessing. And then the second drop, Code comes back forceful as ever with a cool staccato delay delivery with the machine guns. The tone of the machine gun sound design itself is kind of generic for Code standards, but he slightly makes up for that because firstly, they're beefy as hell, and secondly, just that pattern is something else. Heading into track 3, Utopia with FaceSplit. The whole tune just has that scratchy FaceSplit twang to it. The drop's stompy and controlled, various bit crush kind of vocoded sounding sounds popping in and jumping about. These notes that come in right before the drop are so good.
I was doing terrible things to people.
And the second drop here, at least the first part, is succulent and rearing. Just listen to this shit.
I was doing terrible things to people.
Heading into the final song, High Tension, featuring Twisted Insane. Let me first say, these forlorn guitars, drums, and soft 808 over this dude's rapping are very fitting. As well as the rapping itself, kind of sounds like Tech 9. I also listen to a lot of hip-hop and rap, and I could barely understand what this dude was saying half of the time, but I heard a couple witty and funny lyrics here and there. Definitely talent on display, especially how he just double-timed through. Crazy. That fell too. Let me run that back. Second drop, kind of more that empty, drawn out madness, this time with a fatter bass line under it. The perk work is amazing, again. And that reverb kind of airy atmosphere in the back is... And the background melody, yep. This one was made well. So, overall, not my favorite selection of songs from Code, but loads of highlights and detours that kept the music interesting. I'd still say it's pretty solid. I really don't have a favorite from the track list, but there definitely are highlights like y'all seen. Just various parts of the drops that I really fuck with. And you'll also have to take into account that his release is on Disciple, or I guess meant to introduce more mainstream dubstep listeners to his sound. And I think this EP, also like Penumbra, does that job well. So if I'm right on that, it did serve its purpose. This has been your boy Joe. Please go listen to this EP. Links in the description. And out.